I don't know. I just feel a little more relaxed for this edition of Home Advantage. How about you, Cal?
That's how it feels when you're hanging out in Lake Milton.
It says life is better on the lake. It says right over there on a little sign inside. And we're on Lake Milton today talking about different looking lots, not square or rectangle, but some have some nuances to them, right?
Irregular. We have irregular shaped lots.
That's a nice way of saying it.
Yes.
Okay, and this is one of them.
Yes.
It's kind of a, part where the house is, but then there's a little path that takes you down to the lake.
Yeah, on lakefront properties, but can be anywhere. Not everybody can be, there's only so much room right around the lake, and everybody wants a piece of the action. So doing something like this where you're set just a little bit back, but you still have that jaunt over to the water, gives you the rights to then have a dock. So we see things like this in Lake Milton, but you can see irregular shaped lots anywhere.
Is it my job to know what the property looks like, or is it your job to tell me what the property looks like?
So for a buyer, it's public record. They'll see it when they're looking on kellysolda.com or Realtor or anywhere that they're looking for properties. They'll see the map and the plot lines. But the real estate agent can be helpful in that too, and making sure that they're aware of it and providing them those documents. And then to go a step beyond just seeing it on the computer or a piece of paper, they can actually have a survey done where pins are put out, and then they can physically see and know this is my property.
Would you recommend that? Because I think throughout the year, sometimes a neighbor starts to mow a little further over and kind of just gradually take over lawn space and things like that.
In a regular neighborhood on a regular shaped lot, they're not usually performed, but on something irregular like this, it would be a good idea. Or on something where if you're looking at the map and you think, this doesn't look right, like that shed is a lot closer to my property, then it would be a good idea to have one done.
Right.
And sometimes when you're getting a bank loan to purchase the property, sometimes the banks or the county require the survey.
And you were telling me there were two different types of ways to do that, right?
Well, so when you have your property and you have somebody else's shed or fence or something, driveway on your property, there's two different things that are happening there. Either an easement, which is done with permission. I give you permission to put your driveway a foot onto my property line to make your driveway double spaced. And so that gets written into the deed that there's permission to do so. Or an encroachment would be if somebody just takes it upon themselves and puts their shed or their fence up on your property, they're encroaching into your property. That's when it's done without permission.
If I'm buying a property and somebody already has that easement, can I say, no, that's not how I want it?
Nope, if it's an easement expressly written in the deed, you get it with the property, so it transfers.
Good information. Okay, if you'd like to see this irregular lot, which is really pretty, right here on the banks of Lake Milton, how do they do it?
They go to kellysolda.com, or they can give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689.
All right, that's a very regular version of Home Advantage.